Opening scene, black screen. A soft digital humming sound builds slowly. Have you ever walked into a room, paused, and suddenly felt like you had already lived that exact moment? The sound of a voice, the flicker of a light, the smell in the air, everything perfectly, familiar yet impossible to explain. This eerie sensation is what we call déjà vu, a term borrowed from French, meaning already seen. For centuries, it has been dismissed as a glitch of the human brain, just another neurological hiccup with no real consequence. But what if that's not the case? What if déjà vu isn't a mistake? What if it's a warning? Cut to slow-motion visuals of city traffic, blinking neon lights, crowds moving in reverse, clocks ticking out of sync. Scientists, spiritualists, and theorists have tried to define this phenomenon for decades. To some, it's an error in memory brain mistaking the present for the past. To others, it's a glitch in the simulation, a temporary error in the fabric of our perceived reality. But a growing number of minds, from physicists to philosophers, believe something far more chill. Déjà vu may be the result of alternate timelines bleeding into ours. Cut to glitchy footage of a person standing in a hallway. The lights flicker, they freeze, the hallway loops endlessly behind them. To understand how this could be possible, we need to start with one of the strangest theories in modern science, the multiverse theory. This is the idea that our universe is just one of countless parallel realities, stacked together like layers of digital code. Each universe contains slight variations, some as minor as a different word in a sentence, others so vast that entire civilizations never formed. These alternate worlds run parallel to ours, unseen, unfelt, until something leaks through. Visual zooming through multiple versions of Earth, rotating in a multicolored wormhole. Each Earth slightly different. One covered in ice, another in darkness. Physicists such as Hugh Everett propose that every time a decision is made, every fork in the road, a new timeline splits off. An infinite number of realities, born from our endless choices. Most of the time, these timelines remain separate. But what if sometimes, just sometimes, they collide? Cut to simulated grid, overlaying Earth. Digital lines cracking like broken glass. A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Psychology explored the idea that déjà vu may occur when there's a mismatch between a person's perception and memory. But it didn't explain the emotional intensity of the experience. Why do some people feel fear or a strange pull, like they've touched something they weren't meant to? That's where quantum theory enters the picture. Visuals, quantum particles blinking in and out of existence, forming ghostly shapes. According to quantum physics, particles can exist in multiple states at once until observed. This is called superposition, and it's one of the most baffling ideas in modern science. Now apply that same concept to you, to your consciousness. What if déjà vu is your mind briefly sensing with another version of you living a parallel moment in a slightly different timeline? Seeing a mirror cracks slowly. A person stares into it, but their reflection blinks at a different time. In that split second, you're not just remembering something from the past, you're experiencing it again, in two timelines at once. And that overlap, it's a glitch. A ripple, a fold in time that should never have been noticed. Cut to anonymous testimonies, blurred faces, distorted voices. I was brushing my teeth, and suddenly, I knew the phone was about to ring. And it did. I remember watching this exact movie scene before it was even released. It was identical. Frame by frame, I predicted a car crash seconds before it happened. Like I'd lived it already. And then it hit me. I had dark fade in, a red warning light, blinking. Could these accounts be fabrications, coincidence, or is there a deeper truth being buried in? Some theorists believe déjà vu is the side effect of time correcting itself, that we are constantly shifting between versions of reality so subtly, we don't even notice. Only occasionally, a fragment sticks. A memory lingers from a world that no longer exists, and it surfaces unexpected, unexplained like a ghost. Montage. Static-filled monitors. Scientists in hazmat suits. Ancient symbols carved into stone. Across ancient civilizations, the idea of relived moments, spirit doubles, and time loops have persisted. The Greeks called it an amnesis, idea of remembering knowledge from past lives or higher planes. In Hinduism, time is cyclical, eternally repeating. And in modern occult belief, déjà vu is a crack in the veil of reality. Coincidence or consistent echoes of something deeper. Back to narrator. Slow zoom in on an eye-opening suddenly. If we are truly living inside a simulation, if reality is rendered in real time based on our perception, then déjà vu may be the moment when the system falters. A glimpse behind the curtain, a brief unmasking of the illusion. But what if it's more than that? What if these glitches are increasing? What if the timelines are merging in? Our world is no longer stable. Final line of scene 1. Low rumble. Screen fades to black. You may think you've just been here before, but maybe you're not supposed to be here at all. End scene 1 word count. 1501. Let me know when you're ready for scene 2, or if you'd like, thumbnail, concept, video description, hashtags, script formatting in a document, PDF, I'm here for it.